Step up from project steps and step towards the unknown. Sidestep mediocrity, I'm gone.
No, it's just me being like an arrogant bastard. Like saying it like, you know, I just looked at it like, yo, I'm very young, and I feel like I carry myself in a manner to where, I won't say it's just regal, but I think I have a certain demeanor to where people are like, he thinks he has an air about him, like he thinks he's up here. So I kind of like flipped it on them, and the same way people always said I was a know-it-all, and I took the name Naledge, so it's just like, it's a slap in the face. It's almost like taking what you're trying to criticize me for and embracing it. And I think that's what hip-hop is about in general, you know what I mean? Black culture in general. We embrace our struggle, and we kind of, I guess, turn it back around and make it a positive. And that's kind of what I did with the moniker Prince of the Shies. I felt like, okay, if you want to say that I'm this way and say that I'm that way, I'm going to embrace that because it's me, and that's who I am as an individual. But it wasn't to diss anybody else. It wasn't to say that I'm better than other rappers. It was just to say that I know who I am, and I feel like I have a presence that needs to be felt. And to call yourself a prince is to say that, you know, you deserve the utmost of respect, and that's what I feel like I deserve. And I feel like with the music that I make, it speaks for itself.
Okay, speaking on your name, Naledge, any particular reason why you flipped it? N-A-L-E-D-G-E?
Copyright reasons. Trademark. You know, I don't want to get
like what it said on this joint, make sure you get it.
Yeah, I didn't really want to get sued, so we just went with N-A instead of the regular spelling of Naledge. But it's a name that I've held since. I have never had another rap name, so I felt like, you know, I just had to be first to blow it up. Otherwise, I had to change my name. And fortunately, you know, things are working out for me. And even the reasons, the other artists that have the moniker, they aren't, I don't think they're even in the realm that I'm working in. So it's kind of, I'm safe with the name. It was one of the situations where Kanye lives in LA, so they were doing a lot of things that they were doing with good music, and with his second album, like right before the second album was dropping. And, you know, it's just, you see people out, and you meet people, and you mingle, and you see people more and more, you slide on the demo tape, you know, it was one of those things where my manager had gotten in contact with him, and I knew if he heard my music, and if he really heard my music, then he would feel it. And lo and behold, you know what I'm saying, the minute he heard my demo tape, it was pretty much a done deal after that. It wasn't a lot of, you know, back and forth, and maybe we'll sign you, maybe we won't. Like, a lot of people think that there's a process, but if people really want to get down with you, they do it right away. It wasn't a situation, it was paperwork presented like the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens quickly. So if somebody tells you they're going to call you in a week, then they probably don't really want you. You know? Like, you're gonna really get to know who I am. So when you listen to this album, there's no reason you shouldn't know me as a person. Like, you shouldn't just think that I'm just a rapper that makes songs. Like, you should really know who I am as a person, and I dig into my personal life. And you become vulnerable. That's what a solo record is about. A solo record is about showing some of yourself to the fans, you know, in order for them to connect with you and you know, be able to say, you know, I know a guy just like that, or, you know, he's cool, because, you know what I'm saying? I feel what he's saying. I've gone through some of the things he's went through. This is how he's handled it. And, you know, they can be inspired by your personal story. And that's kind of where the Naledge album differs from Kids in the House, because it's like, it's only my opinion. It's really very much representative of me, and there's really not as many outside influences on the creative process. And nobody knows my life better than I do, so nobody else can tell that story but me. Nobody can guide that story but me. I have songs with No ID, Knife Wonder, Just Blaze,
excuse me, XL, who's an up-and-coming producer from Chicago, SC, another producer from Chicago, Memo from the Mole Men, obviously Double O. I'm supposed to be doing something with Pete Rock. I got beat CDs from a lot of different people. You know, Mr. Porter, who's with D12. Some of y'all might know him. I'm working with a lot of different people. As far as artists, I have songs with Ryan Face, Bump J, Saigon. The list goes on, Saura. I got a lot of music, and we're just kind of like going through it and chopping it down. But the projected date is probably around June. I say June. There's no specific date. We're still pushing the Kids in the Hall album, which is in stores right now. School is my hustle. Nice little shameless plug. But we're just kind of seeing how this record plays out before I get into my solo record. I really just we want to let the Kids in the Hall album live a little bit and not just throw it by the wayside because people are anticipating the solo album. You know? So 07 is gonna be a really big year. It's going to be a nice year for me.